Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre with Arc Solvers here in Miami, Florida. And I have a good one for you today. We bring you the latest news that's happening in the cybersecurity world as far as different hacks and cybersecurity events. And most importantly, we now then transform this tech talk to more less tech talk, and we speak in plain English, and we talk about how you can apply this to your business and how you can learn from these cyber events. So, as always, thank you for watching, and let's get straight to the news. So, we're going to be talking about the retail industry and the different cyber attacks that's been happening. So, specifically, Staples, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree. So, we're going to start off with Staples, which is, of course, the American retail office supply. They've been around forever. Nowadays, a lot of people purchase more from Amazon, but on the business side, they're still using Staples. And believe it or not, they're typically cheaper than Amazon, but that's another story. So Staples has confirmed there has been a cyber attack, and therefore there's been service outages and deliveries that has been now delayed. Staples operates about 994 stores in the US and Canada, and they also have about 40 fulfillment centers nationwide. And this is a terrible time because obviously, Thanksgiving is just passed. You have Christmas coming up, and the last thing you want is for orders to be delayed. And they are obviously a retail shop, so not only are businesses purchasing from them, but you have people buying Christmas products, laptops, and all types of gadgets. And it's important that people get their stuff before Thanksgiving, and having your online production and website down is not good. So Staples employees, they've now on Reddit and some other places, they're saying that their Zendesk, their VPN, their emails, their office lines, and more things that they're using are down. So I wanted to talk about this because during a cyber event, especially when you're investigating, depending on the situation and depending on your plan, one of the things that you may have in your procedures is that you need to disconnect the systems from the internet. And usually you're going to want to do a tabletop exercise. You're going to want to talk and have all department heads and attorneys and your insurance company. You're going to want to have some type of plan in place because you don't want to wait till last minute. You realize that you have some type of attack and now you're trying to figure out what you're doing. So here we see that Staples procedures is to disconnect these services, even though they're not affected. But what they were trying to do is limit the blast radius and limit whatever is happening, limiting it from spreading. And I agree with what they're doing here. So Staples employees have also been instructed to avoid logging into Office 365, and their call centers employees are also being sent home. So it seems that maybe they use some type of online phone system, and obviously all of the call orders that come in, Staples is just saying, hey, stay home. And according to Staples, they're taking a proactive action to mitigate what it describes as a cybersecurity risk. So again, they're trying to just still figure out what's going on. They don't want employees to go into the systems to make matters worse. Maybe there's a compromise across the computers, and the last thing you want is employees now to be typing in sensitive data or passwords, and you don't know what type of malware on these machines that's now capturing everything. So I think it was a great proactive step in an effort to mitigate the impact and protect the customer's data. So this is one side of the retail side, and this is one side on the business side as far as what can happen. So we don't know yet if customers' information has been leaked. We don't know if credit card information. They're still trying to investigate this. You can go to a physical Staples store to buy something, but anything on the staples.com site seems to have been now not working. Now, I want to point this out because one of the things that we've seen in covering this stuff for the last 3-4 years is that you always see that when, like, for example, a hospital goes down, you see that like chains and chains of hospitals. You could have a hospital that, it's like a hospital group, and that you can see that this hospital group in Florida is now down, and the hospital group in California, which is the same group, but they don't really like talk to each other, but in the way they do talk to each other, they're down too. But here, kudos to Staples, because even though there was things on the corporate side that was down, they had a separate system on the local side, on the actual store side, and they were able to still operate. Because if you saw that, there were signs in front of Staples that says, "Hey, sorry, we're down here at the store and here on the online systems," that would have been devastating, because at least Staples can continue to get at least its retail business going. So kudos to that. So we don't know if ransomware was deployed. We don't know if files were encrypted. However, typically in this stage, it's the negotiation. They know that something's wrong. A lot of times these cyber criminals will now reach out to them and say, "Look, we're in your system. We can push the button and we can encrypt all your files, or let's negotiate because it's going to be better for you." So we're going to see, and as we continue to follow the news, we'll definitely be giving you an update. Only time will tell to see what happens. So next, we're going to talk about the discount store, Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. And I think maybe it was a while ago that Family Dollar purchased, Dollar Tree purchased, no, it was Family, I don't know, one of them purchased, no, Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree is bigger than Family Dollar. So Dollar Tree purchased Family Dollar many years ago, but they kept the companies separate, because obviously with Family Dollar, they don't just sell, dollar stuff. They sell stuff for $20, $30. So nevertheless, in this case, it's going to be a little different. It wasn't that Family Tree and Dollar Tree were compromised. It's a third-party system that was compromised, and it's called Zero In. And this is a service provider. They had the security incident between August the 7th and August 8th. Now, keep in mind, we are November the 1st, and I believe this was just reported maybe a few hours ago, or at worst case, yesterday. So this happened for 2 days, according to the report. It happened in a period of 2 days that Zero In saw that they had a security incident. Here we are 4 months later, now finding out about it. Now, you may say, well, and I think this is perfect example, because a lot of businesses, such as Family Dollar or Dollar Tree, they don't really collect consumers' information. I mean, Dollar Tree just started having an online account where you can purchase stuff. But people, when they want something from Dollar Tree, they normally just go to the store. And so therefore, Dollar Tree doesn't really capture its clients' information. They don't really know who their customer is, because you go to the retail store, you buy, there's no extended warranty that you're buying anything on. So they don't really know who their customers are. And that's something that we get all the time from prospects, is that, look, we don't have anything for our clients. We don't have any driver license. We don't have any emails. We don't have any social securities. We don't keep anything from our client, because we're a retail store, or we do transactions, and we don't have anything. Well, guess what? Your third parties that you use have something. And more importantly, your employees. You're holding your employees. So according to the report, a third-party data breach, and we already said it was Zero In, affected 1,977,486 people. And what are we talking about? We're talking about personal information of Dollar Tree and Family Dollar employees. Now, that's interesting, because it says 1 million. I doubt Dollar Tree and Family Dollar has that many employees, but if they do, I guess according to the article, they do. They're bigger than I thought. So they basically probably have the majority of their employees' social security numbers, date of birth, names, personal email addresses, now out on the dark web, where hackers are now buying this information. And what are they going to do with it? They're going to start sending phishing emails to these employees. And keep in mind, nothing wrong with these people working, these employees. They work hard at these stores, but these are obviously not, 80, $100,000 jobs and employees working there. These are people that are probably living check to check. This is the truth, right? So this is going to hurt, because what's going to happen is you're going to have somebody get an email. One of these employees are going to get an email. It's going to look like it's coming from one of these corporations, Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, and they're going to say, "Hey, Jessica, we're changing your direct deposit. We know that your social security number ends in, 1234. We know your date of birth is April the 11th, 1952. And we know your name and we know your address. And the reason they know that is because they just got it from this data breach. We need you to click here. And because we're changing the bank and the payroll information, we need you to re-enter your ACH information of how we pay you." This is what's going to happen. And again, this is going to be happening to people that's living check by check, and they're going to be putting in their bank account information. And unfortunately, this is going to cause havoc, because now they're going to maybe get money wired out. They may ask them to put their credit card information, to put more personal information. I mean, it's going to be really bad for these folks here. So if you do work for Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, definitely watch your credit, because they have your social security number. Now, of course, typically with these companies, they offer a whole year of credit reporting. I mean, what happens after 365 days? Does the hackers kind of like, yeah, that's it? I mean, your information is out there forever. So my recommendation is that you now have to get a lifelong credit report, credit monitoring. You got to make sure that no one's using your social security number. Make sure that you freeze your social security number, because it's unfortunate. You had health insurance, and maybe you put your kids on the health insurance, and now their information may have been affected. I mean, there's so much different things, unfortunately. And again, this is just a lesson learned, which is the real point of my video, is that if you have a business, and even though you're not collecting clients' information, or you don't have sensitive information of your clients because of the type of business that you do, that doesn't mean that you don't have employees. I just got off a call today, and it was for a company, and I mean, their risk was really high. And he basically said, if it only just takes one click anyways, why should I even, have all this protection? I mean, come on. Your employees are entrusting you with their information. Your customers are entrusting you with their information. You have proprietary information on your computers. Do you just want this out? Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, they're going to be okay with this. People are going to still shop with them. People are going to still work with them. But your small business, when your clients find out that their information is now out on the dark web for sale because of you, how are they going to take that? Can you survive that? So that's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. And I do see one more thing I wanted to mention on the some of these articles is, of course, there's lawyers for everything. So now there's already talk of class action lawsuits against Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. And it's interesting because it wasn't their fault, but at the end of the day, it was the information given to them by their employees. They trusted a third party. So now you're going to have a class action lawsuit where employees, they're going to try to get employees to get, a certain amount. And at the end of the day, the lawyers are most likely going to win, because usually, maybe what they'll settle for is, okay, instead of a 1 year credit monitoring, we'll do 3 years, but it's such a pain. And maybe we'll do a video one day of talking about how much it's a pain when your social security number is stolen, and your credit is ruined, and maybe we can find someone and do an interview. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. Maybe we can do a live, and we can do that. So thank you so much. As always, If you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. And we are Arc Solvers. We work nationwide. We're a cybersecurity and IT company. And we would love to talk with you and have a 15-minute phone call to talk about, your challenges and how we can help you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.